Hey, welcome to the Almost Homeless Comedy Tour Stay the Fuck at Home edition, because we're in a pandemic. It's actually, let me correct it. It's the Stay the Fuck at Homeless Comedy Tour edition. We have a baby, so
hear him cry.
Yeah, so this is our stage. This is I'm Todd. This is Jess. This is Augie. Waldo's over there. We are going to be your hosts, your tour guide through this awkward bullshit. It's going to be fun. You're going to see all kinds of shit tonight. You're going to see stuff. You're going to see Jess do jokes for the first time ever.
I'm going to try.
She's going to try. Who knows? It's like going to be an awkward thing because there's no audience, so you don't get that instant validation. But we're hoping that with likes and comments that she'll get that sort of we'll get to that later.
Validate me!
That's all she wants. So, that's all we ever want. That's all of us want. That's why I guess we do comedy as we're performers. But you're going to see all kinds of stuff today. You're going to see old bits that we've done as a group from the past. We kind of put a little Mod Podge of video clips together. We're going to see people play music. Our comics. You're going to see all your favorite comics like Colette, Muggsy, Matt, Connolly, me, Steve Cowan, Duncan Pace. There's a bunch of people involved. AJ from London Broil. You name it, we got it. It's going to be super. Lou Michaels, very special guest Lou Michaels this evening, and his girlfriend Nicole Skeely. I'll check on Facebook. I forgot. Whoops. She's my friend. It doesn't matter. Hey, it does matter because her parents named her that. It does matter. But yeah, all of this is going to be benefiting Rescue.
No, baby, RC.
What's the difference?
Well, Rescue is for medical emergencies. RCEAF is for non-medical emergencies.
Okay, like fires?
No, RCEAF stands for Renaissance Catastrophic. What's that?
There's going to be a lot of this.
Renaissance Catastrophic Emergency Assistance Foundation.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So like if you get castle guarded.
Yeah. It's a nonprofit organization established to assist the workers of Renaissance festivals and other entertainment events in times of catastrophic emergencies like
now.
A pandemic.
So what are we doing talking about it? Why don't both of us just hop on there and do it?
Like apply?
Yeah, like apply. How do you apply?
Well, you can apply online on www.rceaf.org, and it's a digital application. You could apply seemingly on the side of the road if you were to break down.
And that website's going to be right here. Mm-hmm. It's going to be right here. It's also, there's going to be a QR code right here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see it now? So there's the website, QR code. Oh, the QR code's going this way. QR code's right there. And the QR code's going right here. Boop. And the QR code is on fire.
No.
Oh no, the QR code's on fire. We just did that so the person editing this would have something to do. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have so much fun. So let's just, as your tour guides through this awkward, fun bullshit that we're gonna do. It's our job to get the vibe going. So, Jess, do you want to start it off by telling the first joke? Like you're like the Olympic torch person that they do like a marathon thing and they go from Athens to Greece, right? Is that what they do? And then they take the torch and they light the thing on fire. So you get to be the person that lights the Olympic comedy torch on fire to start these games. Fires.
Well, this is going to be an ember because I've never done this before. So, okay. Woo! I almost dropped my baby. Oh, God. That's the joke.
And if we did drop the baby, we could go to RCEAF.
No, baby. RCEAF, like a pirate. Arr!
Bless you. All right.
Okay. So, let's start off with something merry and bright to get it going. Warmed up.
Yeah.
You know how when dogs die, people say, "Oh, I know that Spot's going to be chasing those squirrels in dog heaven." Well, by that logic, dog heaven must be squirrel hell, And now I know why my grandmother puts Crisco on her bird feeders. Fuck them squirrels.
I like that. That's perfect. That's awesome. What do you guys think?
Validate me.
I'll go ahead and put your comments in now. If you're just joining us, here's the website. This is all benefiting Kneecap.
RCEAF. RCEAF. RCEAF.
Like a pirate, like R. Like
RCEAF. I don't really know what CEAF means, though.
CEAF means when you fart from your vagina.
Oh, no, baby, that's queef.
Oh. RCEAF. Bequeef. Who gives a shit? It's for a good cause.
Yeah!
And Brandy Watson's involved.
She should run for president.
There's another way to, if like you need to know more information, you could hit up the people on Facebook, or if you have their numbers. It's all people we know. If you're watching this, I'm assuming you know these people already. So
to streamline it, go to www.rceaf.org. There's also an information email. Let me double check and make sure I have this right.
Who are the people that are like involved too? Because
the board members are our wonderful Brandy Watson.
For president, vote for president.
Yeah, Arlene Miller.
Okay.
Byron Miller.
Okay.
Chloe Ellen Wren.
Oh, I know her.
Heather Pereira.
I know all these people.
Oh, I hope I said that right.
I think you did.
Gail French, Shannon Follett, and Rebecca O'Keefe.
Cool.
Yay! But instead of like messaging them on Facebook, let's streamline it and go all to the same email address, which is info@rceaf.org.
I know most of these people that you named. I feel pretty confident in telling you guys this, that if you know these people, we're going to give you a list of their phone numbers and their names. It's all going to be right here, right now, starting with Rebecca O'Keefe, Chloe Ellen, Gail French. Go ahead and just put their phone numbers right here on the screen. You can contact them 24 hours a day. At 3 o'clock in the morning, doesn't matter. Call them. Don't even text. Make sure that you call them. Their ringers are probably going to be on. Call them. Even if you just like want someone to talk to, like you can call them anytime. So go ahead and put all their names and numbers right here in a list and call them 24 hours a day just to say hi, just to get recipes. For things. Tell them recipes. Give them advice. Anyway, so we're gonna have so much fun tonight, you guys. I'm Todd. This is Jess. This is Augie. There he's crying. He's being a little meatball.
No, he was giggling.
There's a giggle? I can't tell. I can't tell if he's doing the giggles and the cries.
We're good parents.
But it's our pleasure to introduce you to the first comic you're gonna see tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Put your keyboards together. I have to double check because I wasn't sure. I just made this list. Okay. Oh, you guys are going to love this. This is going to be so good. Our first comic this evening, guys. Put your hands together. Put your keyboards together. Clap your feet to your hands. For Mr. Steve motherfucking Cowan.
Welcome to Comedy in the Desert, the OK Corral. I've never done comedy for horses before. I'm really excited. You guys, thank you for coming out tonight. I know there's plenty of other things you could be doing right now, and I just think it's awesome that you're here. A couple of notes before we get started with comedy. Please turn your cell phones off, or at least put them on vibrate. No shitting or pissing while I'm telling jokes. It'd be great. I know it's what you guys do, but just for me, it would help. On a side note, they are having auditions at Mesa Community College for a production of Equus. I think it'd be great if you guys want to go down and audition. You know, we haven't been working for a while, so it'd be nice to get back on the boards and just, keep your skills up. All right, so 2020, huh? I went into Walmart the other day, and I guess the coronavirus is spiking again because there was no toilet paper. Guys, coronavirus doesn't make you shit. I really don't get the toilet paper thing. I was gonna panic, but I went one aisle over, and it was paper towels, and the whole aisle was full. Now I'm I'm not really sure of the specifics, but I'm pretty sure you can wipe your ass with a paper towel, so I think we're going to be okay. And even if we run out of paper towels, it's Walmart. You can just go over to the clothing section and buy one of those 20 packs of socks for like $5. That's 40 wipes right there. That'll last me like 3 days. Okay, all right. We're having a good time, right? We're having a good time. Yeah, if I get the coronavirus, I am going to go to every KKK rally, every Proud Boys meeting that I can find, and I'm going to just be high-fiving people, hugging people, kissing people. Yeah. Okay, and we're having a good time. We're having a good time. So, you guys don't know what toilet paper is, right? You don't even know what toilet paper is. You have a problem with shit sticking to your fur? I hear rabbits don't. You know what I'm talking about, right? That old joke, the bear, the rabbit. Yeah. Anyway, you know what? Maybe I should. Maybe I should go back to some classics here. Okay. These always get laughs. I had a rough morning this morning, guys. Really rough morning. I woke up and my neighbor's lawnmower was just like, wah, just in my ear. And I thought to myself, you know what? I am not getting up. He's going to have to mow around me this time. Okay, maybe I need to tailor the material a little bit for you guys. How about this? A Clydesdale, a quarter horse, and a Shetland pony walk into a bar. And the Clydesdale looks at the bartender and he says, "Hey, why the long face?" And the quarter horse says, "I think you're supposed to let him say that." And the Shetland pony goes, "Hey guys, leave me out of this." Come on, Shetland ponies, am I right? So, anybody here afraid of clowns? Just raise your hand. You kidding me? You're not afraid of clowns? You guys are afraid of a fucking piece of paper when it blows across the road in front of you. You're not afraid of... You know, I think you see the light. I think that's my light. I think that's my time, you guys. It's been great. It's been great. Happy holidays, and if you want Santa to come and visit, I hope he comes and brings you lots of good stuff. If he comes down your chimney and he's not wearing a mask, I say pepper spray that dickhead.
All right, let's make the comics. Come on out, I'm a Thomas Comedy Tour. Yeah, Duncan, Matt, Louis, Steve, Muncie, Steve, Todd, and Jeremy. Folks, I have got a harem of comedians here, and they were not chosen for their looks. Tell us a little bit about yourselves. Tell us, what is your biggest fear?
Biggest fear. I guess giants. They're pretty big. Oh, the moon. The moon's big. I'm gonna go with moon giants.
All right, good with you. Matt, what's your biggest fear?
Biggest fear, I would say, as a road biker, my biggest fear is middle-aged white women in SUVs. Pass it.
My biggest fear? My biggest fear is that I see my dead grandmother looking through the window at me when I walk down the hallway of of my dead parents' house. It's going to freak me out when it happens.
I guess my biggest fear would be a big spider in a clown suit giving me a prostate exam while I listen to Rush Limbaugh on the radio telling me why I don't have health insurance. Thank you, Obama.
Biggest fear.
I don't remember. I'm scared of what Louis said. That shit scared me. What Louis said.
I guess my biggest fear is maybe being caught unprepared by not being told that we were going to tell our biggest fears. That's probably one of them. That's up there. And probably more than that, probably being trapped in a tent with Todd Hibbler. I think. Hey guys, I'm Todd Hibbler. My biggest fear is if I see anybody pee themselves, like I'm a sympathetic peer. So it's like yawning, like yawnings are contagious. So if I see, it's basically like it's like that with pee.
Biggest fear, Jeremy.
Oh God, I'm so scared right now.
It's okay.
I don't usually, so afraid. Oh shit. Oh no, you guys. Oh no, you guys.
Get the fuck out of here. The Almost Homeless Comedy Tour. Hi guys. Thanks for joining us tonight for the Stay the F at Homeless comedy show, benefiting RCEAF and brought to you by Life's Affair. I'm Brandy Watson. I'm the president of RCEAF, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about us, who we are, and why these fabulous people have joined us tonight to make us laugh. Back in March, when the pandemic hit and all the festivals across the country started to shut down, a number of us were doing festivals in Florida and Arizona. At the time of the shutdown, March 15th was the last day most of us worked in 2020. A few of us got together and decided that this was something we now needed to do. We need to start a nonprofit that can help the Renaissance Festival community and other entertainment workers in the time of non-medical emergency catastrophic crisis. We find ourselves, and we realized at that moment we were going to be in this situation for a long time to come. And who knows when the situation would be better. So on March 29th, we actually founded the Renaissance Catastrophic Emergency Assistance Foundation, which we call RCEAF. Pronounced like a pirate, don't forget. It's RCEAF. So RCEAF is our acronym. So we, on March 29th, elected board members, had a big talk about what we were going to do, what our mission was going to be, what all we were going to be able to do program-wise, how we were going to raise funds when we all can't get together, things of that sort. We elected a board on that call, and the next day, on April 1st of 2020, we registered with the state of Arizona to be a nonprofit. Within a month and a half, we were 501c3 registered with the IRS. So we did everything in warp speed to get all this started and ready to start helping people immediately. We were able to do this really, really quickly, mostly because we were all unemployed and had lots of time on our hands. So we were able to get this whole process started right away. So I'm Brandy Watson. I'm the president and executive director of RCEAF. I am joined by our other board members, which are Arlene Miller. She's our vice president. And Byron Miller. That's our treasurer. Chloe Ellen Ren. She's our secretary. Our other board members are going to be Rebecca O'Keefe. She's an amazing person. You probably know her from Twisted Spiders. Shannon Follett. Shannon's one of our fabulous advocates as well. We've got Gail French.
Gail French you may recognize as being both a board member for RCEAF and also a board member for the Rescue Foundation. The Rescue Foundation is a little different than us. We'll talk about that in just a second. And our final board member is Heather Perara. Hey, Heather. She's our social media maven. So anytime you see anything posted from RCEAF, that's all Heather's job. So all of us have made up the board of RCEAF. And we also have a number of different volunteers that are helping us. Every person, even the board members from RCEAF, are all strictly volunteers. There are no salaries, nothing like that. We have probably 40 different volunteers between our fundraising committees, our advocacy committees, our auction committees, all the different committees that we're working on to do all of the work that we're doing. So that's your introduction to who we are. If you want to know more about RCEAF, please go to rceaf.org. That is our website. You can also find us on Facebook, where we have all kinds of articles that are informational things for the community, talking about unemployment and loans and grants and all the different things that pertain to our community. We also have our auction group on Facebook, which is where we are having people donate through the community. Artisans and performers are donating their works in order to help us raise funds. 99% of the money that comes in through any fundraising that we do goes right back out in the financial assistance to the community who applies for our help. Less than 1% a month are our expenses. So every inch that comes in is going right back out. So we appreciate everybody who's helping us at the auction group to raise funds, everybody who's donating, everybody who's bidding, who's sharing, who's having a great time. And that's what's really keeping everything going. So I want to thank you guys so very much, and I'll see you again soon. Enjoy the show.
Hey, it's me, Tony. Come to Tony's Pizza, where you can get a 2-topping large pizza for only $10 cash. And I gotta be honest with you, it's not great pizza, but it's pizza. Hey, mothers, you thirsty? Well, we got Box Wine Mondays, where we sell you the whole box for only $20 cash. But don't worry. We definitely didn't get it from the grocery store next door. Now, it's not good wine, but it's wine. Hey, fellas, you want to make some noise while hanging out with your boys? We got you covered. On Tuesdays, we got Tuesdays Two-Skis Brewskis. For your buddies to hang out. Hey, kids, we got a gumball machine. It's filled with all the yellow ones. And it's only 25 cents. Cash. So come on down to Tony's Pizza in probably any strip mall near you, right next to any low to mid-level grocery store next to the Chinese place. Tony's Pizza. It's not great pizza, but it's pizza.
How is this why I spent $20 on frozen pizza?
Sorry.
Now that I'm a 30-year-old lady, sometimes I'll pick up something and I'll compare the weight of it to the weight of my cat, you know? Like, yeah, that feels about a cat's worth. I go to the store, you know, they're like, what would you like? I'm like, can I have a kitten's worth of ham, please? It sounds morbid, but really. But there's actually more to that song. Do you want to hear it? Yeah. He's firm. Is that the one? He's furry and he's cuddly. Every day he bites me in the face. When he bites me in my sleep, it makes me feel like I've been stabbed in my dreams. Scar me physically. It's a little ditty I do every day. I get stabbed in my dreams.
Great, so it's a tradition we like to do here. There's just so many comedians and everybody's just like idea people and popping out ideas all the time. So we like to start the show. I'm going to bring the entire gang out. And I told everyone to write one joke based on a certain idea. So we're going to come out, bring them all out. Everybody, guys, come on out.
Watch the scene.
Ren, Muggsy, Jeremy, Duncan, Kirk, Colette, Todd, Louie, and Steve. You are going to have to listen to all these people talk for at least 5 minutes before you get to go home tonight, so I hope you like their looks, everybody. So fellas and lady, here's the deal. If you were a superhero or supervillain, what is your superpower and what is your name? Here you go.
My name would be the Spoiler. And I have 2 superpowers. One, I can kind of sit on the back of your car and really help with like traction and wind. And 2, I give away other comics punchlines. Colette has a penis.
My superhero name is Iron Jew, which my power resides in my gigantic nose, which gives me comedic license to make any absurd Jewish stereotype I like, and nobody has the balls to question it. And my left nostril shoots laser beams. Thank you.
Hi, my superhero would be named Patrick Swayze. And he would be able to run and jump and ride horses and dance. And he could assist people with pottery from behind. And he could make sure there's never a baby in a corner ever again. And in extreme situations, he will rip your throat out. Also, I would then never not be Patrick Swayze.
I'd be a villain. My power would be a guy with a giant head who makes his Little League coach start drinking because they don't have a helmet who can fit him. And also, I'm the guy that makes the manager at the hat store quit. So, thank you.
It's fucking evil. Well, I wouldn't be a superhero. I would be a vigilante justice lady. And my superpower is that I can play any air instrument and people can really hear the sound. And my electric air guitar has supersonic boom, and it would be all like, and then my axe is really an axe, and I would chop off your head. The end.
I'm the high-five-inator. Yeah. Yeah, he gets that. Yeah, high five. My arch nemesis are people that do the dainty handshakes, high-five blockers, and fist bumpers. Todd Hibbler's a really nice guy, kind of a dick about high fives. I will high-five that frown upside down.
Blind. He did that blind. My name is Louis Scaradac. I would, the superhero would be Lady Salamander, and the power would be the power of the quick escape. And that is who I would choose to have sex with.
It's the one you want to be, that superhero, not the one you want to have sex with.
My character would then be the desert coyote, and I would chase Lady Salamander, but all I would ever get was a little bit of tail. That's what it would be. Desert coyote.
My superpower would be that at any moment, with just using my mind, I could create a uncomfortable pause. You guys want to know what my superhero name would be? It would be, wait for it. That would be my name, wait for it.
There we go. All right, get the fuck out of here. And when you come back out, there is an unfortunate puddle on the stage.
Hey guys, we're back. Hope you're enjoying the show so far. I know that we are, clearly. This is the Almost Homeless Comedy Tour Stay the F at Homeless Edition. I'm Todd. This is Jess. This is Augie. We are coming to you from inside of a fireplace. We got Captain Giggles over here. We just saw some old content. We're dumping out some new content for you guys. Some of our comics are spread all across the country, recording comedy videos, and here we are.
All for a good cause.
It's all for a good cause.
To benefit RCEAF, which is Renaissance Catastrophic Emergency Assistance Foundation. If you missed the beginning, we talked a little bit about it. They help financially for Renaissance and other event workers who are stranded in need of, I mean, the list is long with the way that the pandemic has just effed us in our A's.
Here's the website right here, so you can get effed out of your A. Here's the website right here.
And if you don't need financial assistance, they also provide assistance with navigating unemployment because, you know, we all know that unemployment is meant to be hard, so you don't actually get anything. So Brandy Watson personally helped me get unemployment, and that was dope. Thank you. It just helped with our little dude.
Yeah, Brandy Watson for president.
Yeah.
So, like, you could just go to the website right now if you need any sort of assistance. If I wasn't using my phone to record this, I'd be on there right now asking for assistance.
Maybe we don't need it.
I mean, like, we always can use assistance, right?
If Congress doesn't get off their ass, we're going to need it.
Get your shit together. Get your shit together.
But RCEAF is dope. They've helped lots of people, have given out $40,000 since their creation back in March.
Wow.
It's been a really awesome thing they've got going on very quickly. They, like, as soon as it happened and we were all taken away from our jobs, they jumped on it right in March. And we're really, really grateful that they've done that for us. So, without further ado.
Yeah, here's your next comic, you guys. Go to the website. Here it is. Boom. RCEAF. Your next comic, you guys. We're going to keep the show going. It gives me great pleasure to introduce your next two comics. Put your hands together for Muggsy and Colette. Our baby buddies.
This is a song about the vaccine. Don't wanna sound opinionated, just wanted to sing a parody of Sting. Vaccine. You don't have to wear that mask tonight. Don't wanna commit to a stance, don't wanna tell you if it's wrong or if it's right. Vaccine. Maybe you won't get the vaccine. Vaccine. Or maybe you will get the vaccine. I know this shit is effed up, so I don't wanna tell you what's up. Told you before and I'll tell you again, it's your choice either way. Vaccine. Maybe you won't feel a thing. Vaccine. Or maybe you will grow a bad wing. Or maybe you grow a bad wing. Or you won't feel a thing. And
what are you doing, Colette?
What?
You're supposed to start the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry for the delay. Thank you so much for being patient, and let's get started. Who's ready for the Winnie's Room open mic? I'm so glad to have all you cats and kittens and bears and pandas. Tattooed Baby Doll, it's an honor to have you. Dragon Snacks, what's up? You guys ready for the show? just want to lay down a few rules before we get started. Turn off all your devices, please, and keep the table talk to a minimum. Looking at you, kangaroo. And if any one of you wakes up Winifred, I will make sure you never get washed. So let's all have a good time and get ready to give it up for your main man. It's Winnie's dad. Woo!
All right, all right. How's the microphone? All right, all right. Man, I gotta tell you, it's a real honor to be here in Winnie's room. It's a Sunday night in beautiful North Carolina, and there's no other room I'd rather be performing in. Look at this audience. Wow, you guys look like you came out to have a good time. Everyone drinking out there? Y'all having drinks? Too busy drinking to make noise. I get it. Let's get going with the jokes. I feel you. I'm having a little sip myself. Winnie's room. Man, a lot of people have been complaining about the Trump administration. But, I mean, I got to admit, aside from the blatant racism and the rollbacks of important environmental laws, things turned out all right for me. Don't get mad. Don't get mad, Mr. Bear. I just got to say, I got that tax break. Just barely made it into that tax break. So that worked out for me. Winifred, 2 years ago now, we're still cashing the checks. Got great work as a cage model. You know what I'm saying? She did a good job. Proud of her. You know, like, brick and mortar's out, and everyone's shopping online. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Drive, you feel me? You look a little quiet tonight. Mr. Drive, where you from? Where you from? Real quiet. I'm going to go hazard a guess. Argentina. Am I right? Wrong? Right? Wrong? But I'm having a hard time up here tonight. Come on. Where's the energy? People are... Where are you going? Sir? Ma'am? Tattoo doll? Taking off? Didn't finish your... Oh, you all go in the bathroom at the same time? You'll be back? They're not fucking coming. More people are leaving. All right. Hey, let's keep powering through this, you guys. Let's keep powering through this. Amazon. What is up with Amazon? Seems like a thirsty bitch, Amazon. Am I right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, girl. Oh, you're getting that Prime membership now. Oh, yeah. Oh, your package has been shipped. Oh, baby. Oh, your package is out for delivery, girl. Oh, it's just 3 stops away. It's 2 stops. It's with Alexa. Oh, your package has been delivered. So, how'd you feel about that package? I mean, if you had to rate it, say, on like 1 to 5 stars, what'd you think of the package? And the delivery, hey, huh? What'd you think of that delivery? Again, rating it with stars 1 through 5. Hey, I actually took the liberty of taking a picture of where I delivered. So, how'd we do? Hey, you want to rent a movie?
Winnie couldn't make it to Wendy's room tonight. She's grounded. I run a pretty strict household, and she knows the rules. I posted a picture of her the other day, 247 likes. That was 2 days ago. She knows damn well, less than 300 likes, she sits in a room and she thinks about how she smiled wrong. A lot of Winnie fans in the crowd tonight. Not a fan of that joke either. You guys are so quiet. I feel like I'm telling jokes in Elliot's closet. Like, where's E.T., you still life bastards? I mean, why did you even come out tonight? Just so you can sit there with your fucking dead eyes, just staring at my soul while I'm trying to entertain you? Like, you could have fucking stayed home. What the fuck is this tea set? Cardiac bear. You're not even a stuffed animal. You're a damn reject from the fucking, what was it, the Red Cross? You're a Red Cross cardiac baby fucking bear experiment. Jesus. At least Pink Fuzzy Bear's drunk. At least Pink Fuzzy Bear's drunk. I got a heckler now? You got something to say? You got something to say to me right now. Tell me what's funny in what I've been saying. That's fine. That's fine. That's what we're working with here. More people are leaving. More people are leaving. Hold on. I got more jokes. I feel like I'm getting less laughs than kids are getting named Karen in 2020, huh? Nothing from you guys. Fuck you guys. You know you're all from fucking Goodwill, right? Fucking judging me, fucking stupid yellow duck with a yellow hat. Can't figure out there's too much fucking yellow already? What the fuck's the matter with you? You sick-ass, goofy elf? What the fuck are you even looking at over there? What are you even looking at? You got crooked eyes? Fuck. You know what? There's 3 more minutes left, and I want to say fuck Winnie's room. Fuck North Carolina, right? Like, get a sports team. You still sharing with South Carolina? What the fuck's even going on around here? This is the whole give a trophy to everyone attitude is why that kid's grounded right now. This is fucking bullshit. Alright, I got one last joke I'm gonna fucking close out with right now, alright? I can't smoke in here? I can't fucking smoke in Winnie's room.
No smoking in Winnie's room.
This is fucking bullshit,
You
dude.
know that.
This is bullshit. Your fucking state's bullshit. Your fucking town's bullshit. And this fucking Winnie's room crowd is bullshit. I'm leaving you with this. Yeah, y'all like the Choose Your Own Adventure books, right? I loved them as a kid. Choose Your Own Adventure. Go to this page. This happens. Go to that page. That happens. They were great books. I'm writing new books. They're called Choose Your Dad Venture. And you turn to a page and it says, if you want to go to a ball game, turn to page 24. If you want to go fishing and drinking with your buddies, turn to page 12. Well, guess what? Here's the trick. Doesn't matter which page you fucking turn to, because you're going to do whatever a 3-year-old wants that day. That's Choose Your Dad's Adventure. I've been Muggsy, and I thought I was pretty funny, but you, your fucking room, and your whole fucking state can eat a dick.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry about that. Just, give it a minute to, clear the stink from the room. And, see if we can get some real comedians around here. Thank you.
Here's some tips for spending those long quarantine days at home. Try spending some time in a part of the house that you wouldn't normally spend time in. Oh, time for our picnic in between the closet and the door. The shower is not just for showering anymore. Don't eat and watch TV. Eat, then watch TV. You just turned an hour into an hour and a half. Good job. Have you done 20 push-ups today? Give it a try. 1, 2. Don't do them all at once. You have the whole day. Recently, while reprimanding my daughter, I said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And she said, "Zaza, Zaza." And I thought, could I do that? Hello?
Hello. I'm looking for a Mrs. Desigue.
This is she.
Hello, Mrs. Desigue. This is Jim Peterson from the IRS. We have called you repeatedly over the last few weeks. You still haven't sent us any of the information.
Just one minute. One zap.
Hello? Mrs. Desigue? Mrs. Desigue, did you just scat out of the room? Hello?
No, that wouldn't work. Oh, I got an email from the Arizona Renaissance Festival.
Hey, you guys. Colette just found out that Arizona Festival closed, and we won't be going to the desert for another Jesus, 5, 6, 10 months.
Fuck you, tree. You're not a cactus. You're not a mighty saguaro. You don't give fruit. All right, well, you give pears, but they're not prickly. And fuck you, squirrel. You're not a ground squirrel. You're just a regular squirrel. Yeah, they live in the ground, and they're cuter than you. Fuck you, grass. You're not sand. My kid can't dig in you and find sleeping lizards. You think you have snakes. You don't have snakes. Fuck you, roses. You're not magical jumping choya that bring fruit and pain. Okay, well, you give for beauty and pain. Whatever, roses. Fuck you. Fuck you, bush. You're not jojoba. You don't nourish my skin. Fuck you, trailer. You don't provide us with luxury comfort while we're on the road. You just make us pay for you every month while you sit in the driveway.
Hi everybody, I'm Almost Homeless Comedy Tour's Jeremy Jackson. You also may know me as the vegetable justice insulter or that guy on Facebook at 3 a.m. that tells you you're wrong. I'm up here in Northern California, otherwise known as down here, for those viewers that are currently freezing their balls.
Global warming my ass!
Been working hard at drinking too much, sleeping in, and finishing every major video game released since March. As of last week, I finished Pornhub, and that includes the reviews. We've all been locked up for so long with nothing else to do. 42,315 albums were released by July alone. Suddenly, every asshole that can play guitar feels the world is required to hear their shine. People were home so often, even the clingiest pets became bored of us. About last Wednesday, my mom's dog walked up to me and said directly, "When are you going back to work?"
Oh, look, cutie, come here. Come on, Zoe, come on, come on.
Even my parents are over it. My mom doesn't even tell me to wear my seatbelt anymore. And now she starts texting me when she knows I'm driving. Everybody's at each other's throats because the internet is so slow. And I think it's because we're all at home streaming movies all day long. My internet provider, who I can't name right now, so we'll just call them Verizon, they were nice enough not to charge me for my June and July bill, considering that a lot of us aren't working and we have no income. And it gave me the impression that they weren't going to charge me at all. But boy, was I wrong, because then they waited a few months until I had absolutely no money because I already spent my life savings.
Hey, that's goddamn bullshit.
Gave me the sense that they actually wanted to do something and help the people that lost their income.
You're a fucking idiot.
I have to say, this is a lot different from doing stand-up comedy. Looking and performing into a camera is weird, especially if it's not live. I know you are not there. I'm literally performing into an inanimate object, like a liar. What if somebody walks up? They're gonna think I'm crazy, like those morning newscasters that wake up at 3 a.m. to pretend they're happy all day long. Luckily, YouTube and online commentary is a lot more forgiving than stand-up. For example, we like to do a lot of cuts to give you the impression that we're edgy and unpredictable, when in reality, we're incapable of holding a thought for more than 2 sentences in a row. You're welcome. I've actually gotten to know my Renaissance Festival family a lot better through social media, and I find that to be unfortunate. Normally, I see most of my fellow Renaissance workers at a barbecue or at morning coffee, and we don't really dig too deep. And I feel that's the way society holds together. Because I am on Facebook 6 hours a day, now I know Paul hates The Office. So now I have to pretend he's not an idiot when I see him at the next show, and that's more on my plate than I really want to handle at the moment. You get it, The Office sucks because it's really popular. That's a great logical conclusion there. And that's why also you probably hate the Beatles or Oxygen. You pseudo wannabe fake intellectual. Go to hell. Social media is great for people like me who enjoy a good, objective, constructive, thoughtful debate. The trick is to find common ground and then constructive criticism. Also, we have filled the quota and it is no longer necessary for us to exhaust overused Facebook cliches. And it's time to think about being a little bit more creative. Here's a list of expressions that no longer need to be said on Facebook. Adulting. I'm not crying, you're crying. I feel personally attacked. Let me just leave this here. Or, I'll just leave this here. If you're still saying I was today years old, you have about a couple weeks left to use that before you make a lot of enemies. It's important to be positive during these troubled times and look for the good things that spawn from the chaos. Silver linings that arose from this pandemic. For example, I think the fake audience noises we have at sporting events is awesome. Even though I've spent my entire life watching football, I require the approving sound of thousands to let me know when something good or bad has occurred. I don't feel qualified to believe my own eyes to confirm whether or not that touchdown happened, let alone if it was worth my praise. A fake audience is like your blow-up doll telling you you're amazing. Yeah, it's unnecessary, but it doesn't hurt to be reminded of the truth. I think that means I made a pretty good point. A lot of great other benefits from this pandemic. For example, people are a lot better looking with 60% of their face covered. Now is the time for ugly-mouthed people to shine. Also, I feel a lot more courageous when I call somebody an asshole because with my mouth covered, it makes it a lot harder for that scary person to know who said it. It works better when you're really close to other people so you can blend in. So you might have to violate that 6 feet rule when you're yelling at other people to wear a mask. I've also realized that people wearing bandanas instead of masks have found a way to remind us that they're still cooler than the rest of us, that they're still wild cards. They're rebels. And if you don't believe them, they will prove it to you by lifting up their sleeve and showing you that tree tattoo they got off of Google Clip Art. Well, it's been a tough 9 months away from my Renaissance family. Thanks to Brandy Watson, who got this whole thing going. It's been an honor to be asked to help an organization that has benefited so many. I want you all to have a nice holiday, be safe, and remember, Jeffrey Epstein may not have killed himself.
Wear your mask! You're an ass! I'll kick your ass! Wear your mask! Wear your mask! Wear your mask! I'll kick your ass!
Hi guys, welcome back. It's me, Brandy, again. Hope you guys are enjoying tonight and all of the insane comedy. I feel like some of these things I maybe should apologize for, but that's okay. These guys have been cooped up for a long time during this pandemic, and clearly they need, you know, to vent and get some things out tonight. So anyway, just to let you guys know, there's going to be a virtual tip jar that's going on throughout the evening. All the proceeds of tonight's benefit are going to go to RCEAF, which again, 99% of these, the money that comes in tonight goes to financial assistance for the community. So if you are so inclined and able to, use that virtual tip jar as much as you would like to tonight, and feel free to react to the comics with your emojis and your claps and your gifs and all that fun stuff, because they don't have an audience for all of this. So your reactions and emojis are how they're going to get their thanks. And don't forget that you can feel free to jeer them too. That's what they're used to at their shows anyway. So anyway, you can donate with a virtual tip jar after the show, during the show. If you would like to donate to RCEAF, you can go to rceaf.org. That's RCEAF.org. You can also use any of our digital payment sources for donations. We have the Square, we can use PayPal, we have Cash App, and you can even use Zelle. If you want to help in another way, and maybe monetarily you cannot help right now, you can also volunteer for RCEAF. We have lots of different committees and projects that are going on. If you're into fundraising, you can help us decide on our next great fundraising project and help us implement it. If you are a great listener and a great person to help people out, maybe advocacy is for you. We have a lot of positions that are available, a lot of work that needs to be done. So if you're so inclined to volunteer your time, go to rceaf.org. and fill out our volunteer application, and let's chat and see where we can use your skill set. And furthermore, if you would like to donate to our auction group, if you have, if you're an artist and there's something that you make, if you're a performer, an entertainer, a musician, anything like that, we've even had services on there, even though services I know are a little harder right now, but one day I swear we'll be able to use services again. You can also donate to the RCEAF auction group. It's completely virtual, so we do it all through a digital app, and you basically submit item information and photos, and then you ship the item directly to the winner once the item's been won. So it stays all in your hands until we have a winner. So those are all the different ways that you can help if you're interested in donating or helping RCEAF and therefore helping the community.
Ask the question of the comments. I'm going to ask them, what have you learned in the last 5 years of doing comedy? So please put your hands together for the comments this evening. Here they come. Guys, it's great to see you here. Thanks for being here tonight. Now look, we talked about this a little bit. I hope you come prepared. What have you learned in the last 5 years of doing comedy? Muggsy, take the mic and pass it down.
I have not learned the best time to use the bathroom. Because you can hear the mic perfectly, you can hear Louie, you've been doing great. I'm in there, I'm using the bathroom, and I hear the thing, and I hear the first name, and that's it. I didn't even wipe. Here I am, I've learned nothing!
People to laugh at a joke, and screaming at the top of your lungs, I am a comedian, does not actually allow you to run a red light or pass a funeral procession.
I've learned so many things over the past 5 years. Mostly that it's totally unprofessional to pander, and that the best audiences in the world are from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Open mics, I have learned that usually the best part is I'm always on the way home. Every time.
Oh my God, I spent so much money there. Just like in life, pedophiles aren't funny. Nobody wants to hear about my vagina. And if you make somebody laugh hard enough, they might give you free chicken fingers. I wrote a song about it. Look it up on YouTube.
I've been doing comedy for 10 years, so I learned how to ride the coattails of a successful comedy troupe. What have we learned over 5 years? I've learned that you should lie about how long you've been doing comedy. I'm really excited to perform for my first time tonight, you guys.
I've learned that maybe you should ask for the microphone to be sterilized. I've learned that never, under any circumstances, should you drink from a jug or a jar in Todd Hibbler's trailer.
Lessons well learned. Let's have a nice round of applause for our comedians. Thank you all. Everybody, see you soon. Get back in that green room.
Hey y'all, I'm Margaret Moonbeam, the psychic. I know I got a lot of loyal clients who come out to State Road 32 with my little trailer to find out real important things in their life, like, is my husband cheating on me? Is my sister talking about me to Mama? That's important stuff you need to find answers to, and I can find those answers for you. But In these pandemic times, I can't touch your hands. We can't sit in front of a crystal ball and stare longingly together to find the answers to your worldly problems. But I can take my palm-reading hand to the internet. My number one priority is to tell your future and to keep y'all safe. So find me on Zoom at Talk to the Palm, or for after-hour looks at my crystal balls, you can find me on www.onlyfans.com/crystalballtrucknuts. Bye, y'all.
Shh. Hey, America. If you're a drinker and you're married to a non-drinker, there's only 2 ways you can open a beer. The first beer you open like this. Shh. Huh? But by your 5th or 6th beer, you'll be opening them like this.
Hey y'all, it's me, Todd Hibbler.
Hey, it's me, Jess Hibbler.
And this is Augie Hibbler. He's nuttier than a squirrel turd in a pistachio factory. And this is Waldo. He's our dog. And this oh boy, this dog will hunt. We're coming to you live from my wife Jess's family's backyard here in South Carolina.
Are you making fun of me?
Nah, girl, I'm just celebrating your culture and all its intricacies.
Todd, you got me more fucked up than a soup sandwich.
Hey, and we're back, you guys. Hope you're enjoying this show so far. I know that we are. This has been an awesome opportunity for us to just be in your living rooms. Welcome to our living room. We're going to take like a little joke break. Jess, do you want to tell another joke?
All right, let's do this.
With a baby in your arms? Say all this with a baby in your arms.
All right. Great. Okay, so we got married this past year. And whenever you get married or in like an intimate relationship with someone, you learn that people are better at things than you. Like, Todd can back our trailer up into any campsite with like almost his eyes closed. He can fix anything in here that my dumbass breaks. He can put together IKEA furniture without the instructions, which is like dope. But he gags on his toothbrush every morning. So I, on the other hand, brush like this. Ha, 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 ha. It's a blowjob joke. He can't give blowjobs better than me.
Yeah. I
know that for a fact. Because he gags when the toothbrush hits his tongue. So.
You told that joke with our son in your arms.
Yeah, I don't feel good about that. I don't feel good about it.
You guys, I hope you're enjoying the show. We're going to keep it going. Your next comic coming to your screen right now is Matt Connolly, host of the podcast, the hilarious podcast.
Oh.
I said the name. That's not how you host.
Tales from the Public Domain.
Tales from the Public Domain. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's so funny. It's on Spotify. It's also on his Facebook thing. Tales from the Public Domain. Put your keyboards together for Matt Connolly, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Matt Connolly here. Happy winter, you guys. You've made it almost all the way through 2020. My congratulations and my condolences. Congratulations. Condolulations. That's the one. Yeah, you know, this digital format thing is already kind of hard. Like, normally, honestly, in the first 2 minutes of any other stand-up set, I would just be doing like a cheap, shitty, easy material, like some energetic gibberish yelling, maybe some keep it going, some let's hear it again for previous comedians, any of that, and then like drifting sideways into some how y'all doing tonight, or you some ready for some funs, like any of that facile rhetorical garbage that would constitute like 20% of my set, honestly. But you can't do that shit in this strictly defined world of digital format stand-up comedy. So we were contacted like, 3-4 weeks ago by RCEAF. I think that's, whatever the letters are. It's actually helpful to use the handy mnemonic device, Rats Can Eat All Food, But don't let the mnemonic device fool you. They are great people who are doing really good things for the Renaissance community. They are making sure people get unemployment. They are doing some fundraising for people who couldn't get unemployment. They're making sure that artists still have access to the community and a way to sell the stuff they make. It's real good stuff. But so I was like, when they asked me to help, I was like, yeah, sure, I will do anything you guys want. But then as the deadline crept closer and closer, I was like, I can't do this. I have the reduced cognitive function of an ADHD 10-year-old who's just about to get told their parents are getting a divorce. I have not done anything. I haven't been in front of an audience. I haven't written any material. I haven't done anything for literal months except for like spend too much time on Facebook, get emotionally manipulated by a dog, and idly plot revenge against the governor of Arizona. But then thinking about it, I'm like, maybe we can make something out of nothing here. Maybe we can do that in short, guilt-induced bursts between staring at Facebook and off blankly into the distance. In any case, hi, good to see you guys, or metaphorically see you. I can't actually see you, obviously. The technology is not that good. Hope you're all hanging in there. How am I doing? Like utter dog shit, but better than some. And I found that's really the secret to America these days, is that you just gotta remember that no matter how like miserable, fucked, or destitute you are, somebody else out there has it worse. And that's why, I'm just grateful that our country has, accidentally or purposefully fucked people over or allowed people to be fucked over so consistently that there's always someone to feel superior to. Truly, God has smiled upon our great nation. I'm finding these days the secret is really just to look for the silver linings. For example, I was able to grow out this magnificent pony hair and nobody got to see the last 9 months where I just looked like a crazed drifter. For example, I'm grateful that although I am starved for human contact, I haven't seen the people I don't like in a long time either. I was there for the part of my life when she stopped ripping cute, oh, those smell bad puppy farts and started ripping real, like, danger zone, diabetic 65-year-old trucker adult farts. I've been allowed to live at my preferred level of stubble, which is like 2 days past a Fred Flintstone and 1 day before a George Michael, in case you were interested. Despite having there never been a better time to get back into World of Warcraft, I have not done so, which is a personal triumph for me. I feel like I've made some steps. Sorry, past me. My personal coffee intake has like never been higher. I'm approaching like English teacher nearing retirement levels of coffee drinking these days. So my buddy in North Carolina calls me and he says he's doing like the like urban homesteading thing where he's got some chickens out in the backyard. And he's got 3 chickens. One is named Spike, one is named Malachi, and the third one he needs a name for. And he says, what do you think? And I say, just to fuck with him, what about Lady Von Cluckens? And so he doesn't like it, but he names her Lady Von Cluckens. And he calls me the next day. Turns out Spike and Malachi, hideously murdered by raccoons, total bloodbath out there. Lady Cluckens doing just fine. So now my buddy is convinced that the only way to keep his chickens from being hideously massacred is by giving them really dipshit names. So apparently that's a thing now. So we were doing the quarantine thing where at first we were like being really adult and cooking really well and like, scratch stuff and just cooking meals, being like real adults about the whole thing. But then as the pandemic sort of drags on, we've been like slowly regressing into our childhood selves. It went from like, I'm going to make fresh from scratch pizza dough to like, maybe I'll just buy a frozen pizza to like, fuck it, let's just eat frozen pizza again to like, hey, remember we used to like Totino's pizza when we were a kid to like, remember fish sticks to toaster strudel down now to like a Jimmy Dean sausage pancake sandwich abomination. It's honestly like a Gen X childhood all over again because all I do is read books, eat processed garbage, and am in need of more supervision than I'm getting. So I don't know how you guys out there have been doing financially during the whole pandemic time. I was doing okay for a while and then just really got fucked with by the state of Arizona getting unemployment. Like so much so that I thought that if Renaissance World doesn't come back around, that I really could like be an advocate or learn some stuff and then try to help out people who are getting screwed over by the government. And so coming up next year, this is the screen test for my imaginary law firm. Hi, I'm Matt Connolly, and here at Matt Connolly's Imaginary Law Firm, we want to help you get what you deserve. Give us a call if any of these things have ever happened, because we have almost no power to help you get the money you're owed. Have you ever been a pandemically unemployed juggler? Have you ever been a professional juggler whose whole industry got shut down because of a global pandemic, leaving you scrambling for a place to be, so you go live at your mother-in-law's house in Globe, Arizona, a small mining town known for stabbings? Call the hotline. Were you eligible to receive unemployment money through the CARES Act, and so for a little while you thought your life wasn't going to be terrible, and then you suddenly stopped receiving money for no reason in the middle of July? Call the hotline. Did you give it a couple of weeks because the federal money was running out and you heard something about fraud and now it was only $200 a week and you still didn't get any money, but then finally you called them in the middle of August? Call the hotline. Did you spend 90 minutes on hold and then finally talk to someone who'd only been working there for 2 weeks and didn't know enough to help you, and then call 10 to 15 more times and finally talk to a supervisor who told you that you and your wife's claims had probably been flagged for fraud because there were 2 people filing for claims from the same address, and give it a couple of weeks and they were working on it? Call the hotline. At about this time, did your dog discover the trick of sticking her cold nose into the back of your knee to get you to give her a treat? And this worked so well that she did it all the time and she followed you around the house, and everywhere you went you felt like the fucking hunted? Call the hotline. Did you keep calling unemployment and keep getting told to wait a couple of weeks as literal months passed, and then nothing happens, but every couple of weeks they make you upload new documents, and now they tell you that someone's going to call you any minute, so you have to answer every fucking spam phone call there ever was? Call the hotline. Did you have plans to do something fun or go on an exciting bicycle adventure in the fall, but because the government abandoned you, you were now living off of your savings? But because the Bitcoin you felt dumb for buying last year had doubled, you now felt like you sort of had a safety net? Call the hotline. Did you call the governor's office and complain, and they told you they would send an email to expedite your case, and you should probably just wait a couple of more weeks, and you were really just amazed at how fast they wanted to get you off the phone, and you weren't doing anything else that day, and you called back and they got really snippy? Call the hotline. Did you get married in the middle of October, and because of coronavirus, you couldn't even go in the courthouse, so your friend got secretly internet certified, and then you had a wedding with like 8 people at it, and it was secretly awesome, but then you got back at the end of October, and you realized still nothing had happened with your goddamn unemployment? Call the hotline. Did you discover when you got back from your wedding that because you had filed for your unemployment claim at a different IP address while you were on your honeymoon, that now you were cut off from the unemployment system and you had to file a new claim, sending them new documents that they already had, and then now you're sort of lost in the system floating around like a ghost? Call the hotline. Did you realize when you got back from your wedding that since you had filed your unemployment claim at a different IP address while you were on your honeymoon, that you had now been kicked off the unemployment system and had to file a new claim and were lost floating around like a ghost somewhere in the unemployment system? And that to call the system Byzantine is to insult a group of people who successfully administered an empire for 1,100 years? Call the hotline. Did you call the governor's office again and they told you again they would send an email expediting your claim and you should wait a couple of weeks? And then you said, yeah, but you already did this a month ago, so how exactly is this different from gross incompetence? And then they went all Kellyanne Conway on you and you got mad and said fuck and they hung up on you? Call the hotline. Did you swear vengeance and devise a campaign of ice-cold, time-wasting phone harassment on the office of the governor of Arizona that you knew wouldn't get you anything except for hung up on, providing you with a brief dopamine high that it took to get you through the days? Call the hotline. Did they eventually put a note in your file saying that you could become argumentative and got really assholish, but then you said that you were just exercising your constitutionally protected right to petition the government for redress of grievances, and that if the governor wanted to issue a cease and desist order or at least prove that he could get something done, and they hung up on you again? Call the hotline. Have you ever gotten really high one night and thought about going out and getting a law degree so you could spend the rest of your life keeping the government from fucking people over, like some sort of non-violent, low-fitness punisher? Do you want a partner in this job? Well then call the Matt Connolly Imaginary Law Firm now. Bye, everybody. Thanks so much for coming out. Thanks for supporting RCEAF. Have a great 2021. And remember, the world is a scary place out there. The future is uncertain. And I have only one piece of advice for you. If you change your last name to Von Cluckens, you probably won't be gruesomely murdered by raccoons. Have a good year, everybody.
So, as you guys know, we had a beautiful baby this year. And with having a baby comes like parent anxiety, and we're first time parents and there's a pandemic. So we're like freaking out about everything.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night, I'll like get up and Google search frantically, like panic Google search, just crazy shit that my brain has been telling me all day long.
Like what?
Let's see. Is my baby too fat? Is my baby fat enough? That's what your brain does. Is it too fat, not fat? I don't know. Will my baby always be cross-eyed?
I hope.
Did that habanero salsa I ate make my boobs spicy?
Yes.
And is that why he's crying? How do you get dog hair out of a baby's foreskin? That was my last
You just pull it out.
Well, what if, like, there's bacteria on it? I don't know. Everything is scary.
Yeah.
So.
I can relate to that. I do that sometimes.
You do?
Yeah. Yeah, I Google. In the middle of the night, I'll like wake up and go, oh shit, and I'll Google shit.
Really?
Oh,
What
yeah.
What kind of shit do you Google?
It wouldn't. They're not as funny as yours.
Come on, babe. I would really like it if you help me out here and make me feel like less of a crazy person.
All right. Okay.
Show me your Google history.
Okay. All right. Here's one. It's not as funny, but it was crazy. I Googled one. It's like, when do you give baby water for the first time? You know, you don't. Water comes from her boobs. So.
Why did you look up pie sitting contest, Todd?
That's a thing. I don't know why. I don't remember. I don't know.
Is that one of your middle of the night weird searches?
Yeah, I mean, but like, I saw a Reddit article, so I was like, what's a pie eating contest? What?
How about Jane Lynch Spread Eagle? Is that one of your
We've been watching.
scared middle of the night searches?
We've been watching that game show, The Weakest Link.
Does Jane Lynch help you with your baby?
No, but like, I was curious. Here's another one. This one's pretty crazy. When do you give a baby solid food for the first time?
You know what's crazier? Slam-a-lam-a ding-dong. What is that? What comes up when you Google search that? Is that that child's toy or something?
No, I don't have an explanation for that one. Here's another one.
Oh, Leslie Jones getting boned. Cool. Is it because of Supermarket Sweep?
Supermarket Sweep. We watch a Supermarket Sweep.
Love her sweep.
This was a bad idea.
Destiny Wolf, ladies and gentlemen. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. This song goes out to all of you who have given up the corporate life. Wait, I gotta say one more thing. To those of you that have given up the life of security for a life of self-expression. Lose my mind. 9-to-5 job killed me from the inside out. I wake up under the stars. I accidentally bought my own stuff at the bazaar. Just me and me. All our lives are dusty and weird.
participating either willingly or unknowingly in a group activity according to the Comedy Code of America, Section 32C.
I told you.
You knew it, Jerry.
Don't pretend like you don't know.
This is bullshit.
Audience.
I abide by the comedy of the universe.
Look, he's right.
Here is the Comedy Code of America, Mr. Cowan. You represent everything that I'm fighting against.
Look, he's right. Audience, we should have never made you clap. Lou Michaels is just doing his job. Give him a hand.
No! You coerced them into that, Jackson! And another X for you!
I'll be in the police car.
You have to leave the stage.
Hiya, welcome back. It's Brandy again. Just wanted to give you some more information on RCEAF. If you need help from us and you qualify for our assistance, that will mean that you're a participant of Renaissance festivals or entertainment industry events around the country. And RCEAF, again, that's Renaissance Catastrophic Emergency Assistance Foundation. Now, a lot of you may have heard of Rescue. Rescue's been around for a long, long time. The Rescue Foundation helps the same community of people, but they help for medical emergencies only. So RCEAF is non-medical emergencies. So we're two different organizations. We're helping to kind of bridge the gap and all the different needs that our community finds themselves in when they find themselves having some sort of catastrophe in their lives. So Rescue, medical assistance, RCEAF, non-medical catastrophic crisis. How we're helping people is through a couple of different things. With our advocacy program, we've helped hundreds and hundreds of the members of our community navigate the crazy world of unemployment, the new programs of unemployment to help the self-employed and the independent contractors. Getting through that system has been crazy and continues to be crazy, even as we go into the end of unemployment for the self-employed and independent contractors. This is a very perilous time for our community. So I implore you all to call your senators to tell them to extend the PUA for self-employed and independent contractors. That is the unemployment benefit that is helping to support all of the entertainers, performers, and artisans across this country that you love. So please call your senators and ask them to pass a bill and extend unemployment for the self-employed. We're also helping people and small businesses in the community with loans and grants and things through the Small Business Administration and how to navigate, apply for, and obtain those loans to help us keep our businesses afloat while we wait to get back to work full time. We also have a certified mental therapist on our staff who is doing pro bono telehealth sessions for members of our community who find themselves struggling understandably through this time. So we're also helping with some mental health resources as well. We've talked about the financial assistance that we have. Our financial assistance application is all digital. You can do it standing on the side of the road if you've just had an accident, God forbid. That's how we were, we designed all of this. One day when, the pandemic is over, we'll be dealing with situations that aren't just loss of work. Right now, obviously, almost everything we handle is COVID-related loss of income. But eventually, and long term, this will be something that can help with other catastrophic crises like fire, theft, emergency related to natural disaster, accident, things of that sort. So all of those things are things that we help with long term, in addition to the loss of work that we're currently covering right now. So if you need help and you qualify for our assistance, that means that you're a festival pass holder, you're a participant of some sort of Renaissance festivals or entertainment industry events around the country. You can go to rceaf.org, that's RCEAF.org. Right on the homepage, you can click Need Assistance. You fill out a digital form right there, quick and easy, and we're going to start helping you.
Almost homeless!
Ourselves. Let's tell everybody one really great idea you've had, or like one thing that you've invented.
Thank you for the opportunity, Colette. I do want to talk to you people about my idea. I want to combine air horns with asthma inhalers. to raise awareness for the short of breath.
Thank you, Duncan. That's fantastic. Hey, guys. What are two things you always have in your pockets? Your phone and your gun? Bullshit. Not on my shift. Not with my new invention, phone gun. Don't worry, you guys. It's not a real phone. Phone gun is super easy to use. All I've done is I've taken a cell phone and built it in the handle of this 9mm pistol. You pull the trigger halfway to answer a call and all the way to fire the gun. And it is loaded. Loaded with minutes, thanks to my new Verizon phone gun program. Thank you.
Thanks, Muggsy. I invented Oxycontin candy. Sure makes going to the carnival a lot more fun.
Thank you, Steve. I've been developing some smartphone apps, and recently I came out with one called Gaydar. What you do, you take your phone, take it out, and you rub it on your friend's genitalia. If they get hard, they're gay.
Thank you, Louie. I just this morning actually invented a machine that allows you to still feel classy while telling gay jokes and shit jokes in a beautiful historic theater.
Hey, Matt, can I borrow your invention for my invention? Do you guys eat spicy food? A lot. Is time ever a factor? You ever been at the mall and people are in front of you and you gotta go to the bathroom? That's why I invented the poop siren. You put the brown light on your head and people will get out of your way with sirens such as, oh no, oh no, oh no. Also available in Spanish, Dios mío, Dios mío, Dios mío. Poop siren.
I invented a box with a door and a timer, and I use it to heat up food using microwaves. It's about the size of a microwave. Fuck! Never mind.
Well, that's really good, you guys. I'm pretty sure you're all geniuses, and I'm really proud of you for having thoughts. Let's give them a big round of applause, everybody. We're going to see them a little bit later. See you guys.
Hey, it's me, Tony, from Tony's Pizza. Not to be confused with Anthony's Pizza. They used to be here, but had to close down due to the pandemic. It's right next to the grocery store, any grocery store. Yeah. Anthony thought that it was unsafe to serve people in the air conditioning. Well, rest assured, here at Tony's Pizza, I just turned off the air conditioning. Who needs it? Anthony's regard for public safety is my financial gain. Cha-ching! And guess what? Nah, I'm just kidding. It was rhetorical. The holidays are here. Christmas. Pizza's favorite holiday. Here's what we do. You take toppings and you make a Christmas pizza out of it. You take ham. Boom. You take mashed potatoes. Boom. You take gravy. Boom, 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 boom. You put it on a pizza. Boom! And for an additional 50 cents cash extra, we'll put some cranberry sauce and a little ramekin for you and give it to you. You put it on your pizza, dip it in there, whatever. Here at Tony's Pizza. It's not Anthony's Pizza. It's not safe here, but it's pizza!
From NPR News, this is All Things Considered. I'm Nicola Mississauga. This pandemic time has touched nearly everyone, but in drastically different ways. I recently sat down with creative entertainer Lou Michaels to find out exactly how the pandemic has changed his way of life. Mr. Lou Michaels, do you prefer to be called Lou or Mr. Michaels? Or...
Thank you. Thanks for being here. I like to be called Lou Michaels Works.
Excellent. The full name.
Yes.
Now, I understand that you used to be an entertainer.
I did. I juggled, I traveled all around the country, but that's been shut down right now. That's stopped. So I've had to find other ways to get out like my creative side and be entertaining.
Excellent. And what are some of those ways? I've heard that you have a lot of experience in different things. You're outside, you're inside, you're in different locations.
Yeah, that's what, like now what I'm currently doing.
Mm-hmm.
One is, I have this moss collection, which has kind of brought you in.
Yes, I'm very excited about that.
And then two, I've been doing, I don't know if you know all those kayaks down by the river.
I think we are going to be on location with those.
Good, yeah, I hope so. Those kayaks, I'm like a day watchman for the kayaks.
A day watchman.
Yeah.
And what does that entail? What sort of duties do you perform for
there's like two ends of the kayaks where the kayaks are.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be at one end and I'll walk down to the other end. And then I'll walk back. And then sometimes if somebody comes by and wants to talk about the kayaks, I need to know a little bit about the kayaks.
Oh, very interesting. What is one of your the most interesting thing you've learned about the kayaks?
Yeah, of course. The scuff marks aren't always caused by the dragging them in and out of the water. Sometimes a boat will hit a kayak, and then sometimes there's been animals up there, and that's part of the reason I'm there, to keep the animals from messing up the kayak.
You have another job that you're doing near the water, I heard?
Yes. I'm so happy you've heard of this.
Well, at NPR we do our research.
Good job. I'm actually down by the water. There's a dock there, and when I'm not doing the kayak watching, I am fighting off imaginary sea monsters to keep the docks area safe.
Very, very impressive.
Thank you. Thank you.
You fight. Let me see if I've got this correctly.
Go on.
You're fighting off imaginary sea monsters?
Yes.
And the dock is located on a bay?
Well, it's kind of an inlet.
Oh.
Yeah, it's an inlet area, yes. But yes, I'm fighting off imaginary sea monsters in the inlet. Oh, so yeah, they're maybe not sea monsters, they're more like inlet creatures.
Inlet creatures.
But they look a lot like sea monsters, is where it's a quick, like everybody can grasp that.
It's an umbrella term.
Umbrella term.
The average person will understand.
That way when I'm out there explaining it to the people who come nearby and they want to know what I'm doing out there with the sword on the dock, fight of my life, I say I'm battling imaginary sea monsters, they get it. If I said I'm fighting not real inlet creatures, that's a lot to digest. That's a lot to like parse. So right away jump to what they know.
I understand that. I feel as though I'm having problems digesting that myself. So imaginary sea monsters. And and what were your qualifications for that position before you got it?
I was great with my imagination. I did a lot of I did shows and I thought up ideas and created sets and props and so that's a lot of creative juices flowing. So I bring that. So when I'm imagining these sea creatures, I'm imagining huge sea creatures, inlet monsters. They're tentacled. They have scary witch faces with crow beaks. And some of them have barbed fish tails coming in that can come around and get you. So when I'm up there and doing the fight, I'm working the whole dock area as well. So it's not just, sometimes I feel people don't believe that I'm doing my work, that I'm imagining a really good sea creature. And that's one of the things that does get to me.
Yes, I can see how that would be concerning. Now I want to move on to the main purpose of us doing this one-on-one interview alone in this room, distanced socially from each other.
Yes.
And that is your reputed moss collection.
Yeah.
Please tell me about that.
So comes a time in your life when sometimes you have to make a pivot and you have to turn from where you thought you were headed and go to somewhere where you may have wanted to go before, but other things were holding you back. This is one of those times for me. Not only have I found work using my imagination, but I've been able to follow one of my heart's desires, which is just wandering around the woods looking at mosses.
Please, could you show me some of your specimens?
I would love to. All right, so you want to start with some of the classics.
Please.
Okay.
If you would indulge me.
Of course, no, I think we should all start small. This right here, and I have everything labeled, just so I keep it here, so I remember. It's a lot going on with all the battling and all the kayak walks. This is a stick with moss. Notice I just found this branch, and you'll see that right there, it looks almost like it's the bark of the tree, but it's not. If you look close enough, you'll realize that that is a totally separate life form on the tree, and that's called moss or lichen. And I'm liking this moss.
Oh, I see that. That was a pun.
You get it?
You got that.
Thank you. Again, thank you. It's bringing back some of the entertainment job. Like, that's my wheelhouse. But this is my heart house. All right, this is moss, just labeled straight up moss, kind of a baseline moss. So we have that. You'll notice this one, here's a classic moss. Imagine this was on a stick or a tree, right there. You see that moss? Do you see it?
Yeah, I do. I see it.
This is not moss. Just so I wanted to bring an example of something that you might mistake for moss, but it's not moss.
That's definitely not moss. That looks like
good eye.
Asbestos insulation.
It is, yes.
It is.
Yes.
You should probably put that
back in.
Yeah, not touch it anymore. Okay. Don't rub your eyes.
Not moss.
Not moss.
Obviously.
I see. That one was not moss.
Put that down there. Sorry to even bring it out.
Yeah, that's a hazard.
This one is, I have a lot of containers. I've had a lot of things. I've had a lot of dice. And this was a dice container, but then I was keeping moss in it. But then I didn't have anywhere to put my dice.
So that container has both moss and dice in it.
Now it does.
Now it does.
Yeah.
And how do you tell the moss and dice apart?
It's visual. You use visuals. Sometimes smell, texture, rarely sound.
Oh.
And try never to do taste unless you know for sure it's not poison moss.
I didn't know there was poison moss. I'll have to not eat any.
Just good. Here you can see inside dice, hard, numbers are on it. Moss, fluffier, smells like grass, kind of flakes apart.
Gets on the floor.
Yeah, gets on the floor. It does get on the floor. And also, let's see. You can hear this. No sound when I squeeze it.
No.
This, a sound.
Sound.
Rarely used hearing while identifying the difference between moss and not moss.
And your next one.
Okay, all right. Let's this one. Okay. These are some of the classics. This is my first moss sample I ever got.
Moss sample 1.
Moss sample. Yeah, exactly. Moss sample 1. I figured keep it simple with the naming, but he also goes by Xavier. Look at that beauty. Almost round, almost square at the same time.
Let's move on.
Okay. That's the first moss. That's the first one.
First moss.
That's the first one.
And how long ago did you collect that sample of moss?
Oh, you know what? I should really put dates on these. Current times, it could have been like 2 weeks, 2 months, or 2 years ago, I feel.
Pandemic time.
That's it. That's what I think it is. My favorite.
Your favorite. We've been waiting for this the whole time.
My favorite.
Your favorite.
It's got feet. You see that? He's got feet.
Is that a scientific classification? Is footed moss or?
Yeah, I think, yes. Yeah, the footed moss. That's a great name for that. I'm going to write that one down. You should, do you have any sort of pandemic jobs? Are you busy?
This is my job.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Footed moss.
Footed moss.
Great. 2 more pieces in the collection, I think. Wait a minute. 2 more containers. This looks like a $5 moss spice. You ever had
Is
moss
that,
spice?
no, is that spice you're supposed to put on the moss or it's made from the moss? You said not take you.
No, that's just Old Bay seasoning. That's just Old Bay.
Then do you
I'm sorry. Last one, don't know.
upside down question mark?
Right side up now?
Right side up.
Okay, yeah. It looks like it could be moss.
But you don't. You are moss aficionado, but you're not certain that that is moss.
So, yes, sometimes you don't know. Like, that's part of the quest. That's part of the journey. You don't know what everything is.
How will you find out if that specimen is moss or not moss?
I think I'll take it to my friend Jim. He knows a lot more than I do. He's the one who kind of got me started.
I see.
Yeah, he knows a lot. Also, I mean, it smells like. I mean, I guess you just taste it.
You said probably don't taste it. No, you said don't.
Not moss. Not moss. Grass. It's some sort of grass. Don't even need Jim.
Well,
This would probably be great together. You fry up a little bit of that, a little spice on it.
excellent. Well, Mr. Lou Michaels, I have to thank you for your time with us today here on All Things Considered.
Thank you. Thank you for coming out and interviewing us. And I just want to say to all the entertainers out there, everybody involved in dealing with this pandemic, good luck, stay safe, eat moss.
That is not a statement that is endorsed or reflective of the opinions of NPR or All Things Considered. So I left Lou Michaels, daytime watchman of kayaks and moss collector, preparing to fight imaginary sea monsters. On the dock, he is charged with keeping safe. From all of us here at All Things Considered, thank you. Wash your hands, wear your masks, and stay safe. This is Nicola Mississauga with NPR News.
Told you guys were gonna love that. So good. That's the show, you guys. We had so much fun. Thank you very much for watching. Big thanks to all the comics you saw tonight. Lou Michaels, Nicole Skeely, Colette, Muggsy, Steve Cowan, Jeremy Jackson, Matt Connolly, AJ, Jess.
Hey.
Yeah, no, you take that hey, you shove it up your ass because it was so funny. Me, your host, Todd Hibbler, all the people involved that brought this to you, Brandy Watson, the guy that edited this, Andrew McKee, the person involved in all the text and all the QR codes that I made you, Lee, Angela, Helvey, I think is how you say it. Thank you guys, and also the board members for being involved in this. Chloe Ellen, do you have all the names?
Arlene Miller.
Byron Miller.
Brandy
Watson again.
Heather Perara.
Gail French.
Shannon
Follett.
And Rebecca
O'Keefe. Hope you guys had fun. We did too. Love you. Hopefully see you guys all soon. Miss you.
Bye. Thanks for hanging out with us.